In this video, I'm going to show you how to compile SASS files and then minify and bundle generated CSS files into a single CSS file automatically every time you change a SASS file. Open the terminal on Mac and Linux or command line prompt on Windows and change the directory to your project directory. Then open your project in a code editor. I'm using VS Code, but feel free to use any code editor you prefer. I assume you have installed gulp-CLI package globally and gulp package locally in your project dev dependencies. You are going to compile SASS files, so you will need to FU SASS files obviously. Create or copy them into a directory in your project. Then go to the terminal and install node-sass and gulp-sass by running npm space I space -D space node-sass space gulp-sass. Now open gulp-py.js in your code editor, import gulp and gulp-sass at top, define node-sass as sass compiler, create a function. I want to name it bundle-sass. You can use any name you want. Select all the CSS files in static/sass directory and its subdirectories. Then pass them through gulp-sass to compile them. Then write those compiled CSS files into dest/static/css directory. Export the function and run the gulp task you have just created. Your SASS files compile to CSS. To run the gulp task you have just created automatically, add a watch task. Import watch from gulp package at top. Create another function. I would like to name it devwatch. You can use any name you like. Using this glop pattern, you will choose all the CSS files in the static/sass directory and its subdirectories. Gulp will check these files for change and it will execute the bundle task automatically every time they change. Export the function and run it. As you can see, every time you change one of the CSS files, bundle-sass task will be executed automatically. Then head over to the terminal and install gulp-clean-css by running npm space I space -D space gulp-clean-css. You are going to need to this package to minify generated CSS files. Now open gulp-py.js in the code editor, import gulp-clean-css at top and update the bundle-sass task. Now by running the task, your generated CSS files will be minified. To add source map to the Minify CSS files, we need to install gulp-sourcemaps by running npm space I space -D space gulp-sourcemaps. After you have installed gulp-sourcemaps, you should update the bundle-sass task. Import gulp-sourcemaps at top, initialize source map on source files and write them to minified files. In order to combine generated CSS files into a single file, install gulp-concat by running npm space I space -D space gulp-concat. Import gulp-concat and update the task. Those minified CSS files will be combined into bundle.css. Congratulations, you have created a gulp task to compile SASS files, minify, bundle, and generate source maps for your generated CSS files. Thank you for watching.